It's weird to hold a script in the middle of an improv show.
That's awesome. I don't know what planning is, Michael.
I don't want to look at it.
No. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, okay.
Pre-written text.
Anywhere you want.
I'm just gonna.
You see, it's like an allergy. It's amazing. As I was saying, they have all become attorneys in this very moment, and what we need from you right now, as a suggestion, is a non-controversial topic to be debated in court.
Taxes.
That's a little on the controversial side. Let's see if we can go really non.
Shoes on or off in the house.
Shoes on or off in the house. I guess we can go with that. All right, shoes on or off in the. Some folks that would be controversial. Anyway, okay, go.
All right. I feel like it depends on how cool the shoes are. If they're really cool, keep them on. Like I want to, like that's pretty neat. Like I feel like, oh hey.
Objection.
Yes.
Shoes should never be on in the house.
Sustain.
You are tracking dirt into your house.
Objection!
Yes.
People are tracking everything. The beast is online and it takes all your information and records it.
Sustain.
Thank you. You know, you can't go anywhere. They know it. GPS, UPS, BYOB, COD. They know everything about your every move.
Yes.
There were some letters in the alphabet you didn't even use just now.
Sustained.
You didn't use like Q, Z, X. I didn't hear a P in there. When
Objection!
Yes.
I didn't play Wordle yet today.
Overruled.
Yeah.
I didn't hear an A. No, I didn't hear a W. I didn't hear a W. Was there
Objection!
Yes.
Do I hear a W, a W, W? Anyone give me a W, a W, an X, an X, an X? Why? I go once, go twice. Sold to Z! Sold to Z!
Yes.
I wanted it.
Sustained.
I didn't get the chance to say it because he wasn't looking at me and I wanted him to see me when I said it and now it's too late and now I don't have even, right? It's not a double U. It's not. If anything, it's a double V, but it's not even that.
Objection!
Yes.
I will not stand for this W slander.
Sustained. And we only have 30 seconds left in the game.
W is a sturdy, wonderful letter of the alphabet. It is the letter that lets you know we're into the home stretch. You're almost at the end.
W.
And before you get there, before the exit winds comes the W. That final turn, that last drop of alphabet.
And that's time. Sam wins.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you, company members. That's beautiful. Wouldn't that it were that our judicial system worked that well? That'd be great. So I guess we're going to get the first two numbers.
Yay.
Right? Okay.
Should we count off? Just let people know.
Oh, yeah, let's do
Sure.
that.
1, 2, 3.
4,
5. There we go. And maybe it's unplugged. It was being weird. 3 and 1. I'm going to camp out right over here. And 3 and 1.
Hey, can we get an object about this big?
Flower.
Flower. Thank you. Yeah, it should be second shelf down. It should be.
I'm sorry, we don't seem to have a bouquet made for you. Are you sure you ordered it 3 days in advance?
Yeah, I mean, like, I thought about it. I've been thinking about it for a long time.
Uh-huh.
So, like, it's gotta be there.
But after you thought about it, did you pick up your phone and text or call us to order it 3 days in advance?
No, I didn't.
Okay, then that explains why it's not there.
Well, but I really thought about it. Really
I'm sure you
hard.
did. I'm sure you did.
It's okay, maybe this can help.
Okay.
So it's got blue, like really small flowers,
Uh-huh.
right, that you might find on the side of the road, which is really pretty ones. And in the center, there's some yellow daffodils.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, really, I really thought about it for a long time. And then there's some marigolds to tie together with the blue and the yellow.
Uh-huh.
Does that sound familiar?
I don't know if I would go with marigolds. I mean, as long as you're just thinking it up in your head, why not think of something more exotic,
Oh,
like a
what-
bird of paradise
what do you
or
have?
amaryllis or something like that? Oh, yeah. See, here, listen. Okay. Watch this. You've got a giant bird of paradise coming out the middle, okay? And then that is surrounded by anemones, okay?
Ooh.
Very exotic.
Yes.
And then there's a couple of, you said did you like daffodils?
Yes, I really do.
So big
Yeah.
strings of daffodils surrounded by daisies, those little blue flowers from the side of the road, and sparklers coming out all over the place.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's way better than what I had in my head.
That is how you imagine an imaginary bouquet that we don't have here for you.
Why would you even bring it up if you don't even have it here?
I just thought you should think a little bigger, dream a little bigger. It is your wedding, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
So why are you settling for daisies and flowers from the side of the road?
Well, I don't know. They're just what I thought of first. And I thought that I should go with the first thing that came out.
I certainly hope you picked the groom a little bit, more carefully than that.
Well, no, I kind of take that approach everywhere I go. So, my dress, right?
Yeah.
First thing I saw in the store.
Uh-huh.
And my bouquet was the first thing that I thought of in my head, and my broom was the first person that I saw out of the subway. It's easier that way. I don't spend any time making decisions. I make them, and I'm done, and I'm good, and it's good enough.
I hear what you're saying, and it's very sad. Is there actually a groom? Like an actual person who knows he's getting married tomorrow?
Well, I thought of it.
All right, Mr. Baker. Number 4 and you want to ask for, Sam?
Oh gosh. You know, can we get two objects, one here and one here, and maybe we'll interact them, maybe we won't, but I just want to know what's the object that's over here?
A teddy bear.
A teddy bear. And what's the object that's over here?
Table.
I heard table? Okay. Teddy bear and table.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. I know you want.
I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm just gonna clean it up. Well, if he's not gonna clean up his stuff, then I'm gonna clean it up.
That's all you're gonna do is clean it up. Come on. How long have we known each other? Ralphie, it's me. Go ahead.
I just want to hug him.
I know. It's okay. There's nobody else here.
Well, there's you and.
Okay, look. How about this? How's that? Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Does.
Because that's a basic human need, Ralph.
I just want to be held by some soft, cuddly teddy bear. Or teddy. I think Build-A-Bear is offering like rabbits now.
You know what? Build-A-Bear is very commercial. It's all about that weird machine. I mean, this is.
All right, so it's not my son's teddy bear. It's my teddy bear.
I knew that. Ralph, I knew it was yours.
And I'm okay with that.
And so am I. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to be ashamed.
I've had teddy since I was 2.
Okay. And that's great. I've got my times table, which I still haven't memorized, and I blew it up. And whenever I need to know what 7 times 6 is, I just look at it. We all have our little foibles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not embarrassed about that. I don't know why, but I had a mental block. I could not memorize the times table. They made me do 4th grade twice. And then they said, fine, go on. It was a pity advancement.
It's amazing you're an accountant now.
It's one of my main tools, that and QuickBooks. I actually like that a lot more than I like QuickBooks. So, I think, Ralph, here's the thing. I've seen you, let's be honest, sneaking around with that teddy bear. Right? And you don't have to.
I don't.
No. Society is changing, Ralph. People are becoming accepting of all sorts of things.
Have you seen the internet?
The whole thing?
Aspects of it. People are not as accepting sometimes.
Look, you can find anything you want on the internet and a lot of things you don't. That's true. But I bet you if you looked, you'd find a grown men who have a teddy bear and need it for love group somewhere. And it wouldn't be some sort of weird,
Just being.
just that.
That is fair. That is, yeah. So let me ask you something.
Sure. I am open to whatever you want to know.
How do you carry that thing everywhere? Because you came to my house with it.
Yeah. I came to your house with it in its big form.
Yeah. Like you
Mr. Squiggles here makes it expand and contract, don't you, Mr. Squiggles?
Yes, I do.
What? I'm sorry, who?
This is Mr. Squiggles.
Yeah.
He's my imaginary friend from 4th grade.
Right. What were you saying about it making it expand and contract?
Watch. Mr. Squiggles, would you please make the multiplication table tiny?
Sure thing, I'd be happy to.
What the hell?
Huh? Yeah. Okay, Mr. Squiggles does that.
Okay, for a moment I thought we had like we were having like a moment of like self-acceptance and coming to understand ourselves as people and be more accepted. Now I feel like we're having more of a reality is breaking and I don't understand how things work moments.
No, this is purely, no, Mr. Squiggles. Send me the times table, please. Thank you. No.
And he lives in your pocket.
Yeah. Why is that? And okay, fine. Would you do me a favor, please?
Yeah.
Turn the TV on. No, not that way. If you're here and you're watching TV, how are you gonna do it?
It's my
Right.
remote.
Yeah. And you're gonna turn on the TV. Now, through the power of your mind, turn the TV off. Go ahead. With the remote. I'm not saying do that with the power of your mind. Okay. Now, with the power of your mind, point that remote at an empty spot in the room. Just go ahead. And tell that remote to do what you want it to do with the space in that empty spot in the room. Whatever you want, Ralphie.
Put a lifetime supply of Toblerone there.
Careful, that's a lot of space. Let's back up.
Put a day's supply of Toblerone
Okay,
there.
fine, that's cool.
That's a day's supply?
Well, it's my house. I eat a lot of Toblerone. So,
It's your...
yeah, it's my house.
Did you just take over my house and make it your house?
Mr. Squiggles told me I could. So now it's my house. And that's how much Toblerone. Careful. I'm trying to help you here.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't hurt you. I don't. What are you telling him?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I just want to get out of here safely before you change reality any
It's
further.
not my house. I was kidding. That was a little joke. Mr. Squiggles canceled. No, really. I don't care what you think. Cancel. Don't start with me. You're good.
Did I make the Toblerone appear, or did Mr. Squiggles make the Toblerone appear?
That's the question. We live in an age of miracles. People are virtual. They converse with each other across thousands of miles with their laptops and their phones, right? Their pads, their tablets. We have billionaire oppressors of the multitudes going up into space for no clear reason whatsoever. We have new foodstuffs that have nothing to do with food. We in this country consume just for the sake of consumption. So why isn't it possible for me to have this, which will simply make the reality that I want? Like your teddy bear.
Can you
Oh, you want that?
give me the
Mr.
ability to?
Mr. Squiggles, can you make the teddy bear alive for Ralphie? I know technically, but just do me a solid.
Technically what?
Well, don't worry about it. There's a loophole. See, he's my Mr. Squiggles. If he does that, makes your teddy bear alive for you, then he owns your soul. But we're never. Wait.
No, okay, so pause on this order.
What?
Pause on this order.
I told him not to
Oh, good, okay.
for a long, long time.
Not to
Look who's looking around.
Teddy!
Look who needs some loving.
How long?
A long time.
Like, will I be able to finish the Toblerone in the amount of time?
Sure.
See.
All right. We have number 2 and number 5. Oh, I'm back up. Number 2 and number 5. Walt.
Michael.
Walt.
Michael.
We've established that.
Yes.
You want to ask us?
Sure.
Okay.
What's the most pretentious word that you think exists?
Boisterous.
Boisterous?
Superfluous.
Superfluous. Boisterous and superfluous.
It's pretty good. You were a bit boisterous last night.
Oh, was I? I couldn't tell. What with me and the lads swigging a few, having a bit of a chuckle. A bit of a chuckle. I can't imagine you would know why we were having a bit of a chuckle.
Oh, I know all about it. How can I not know all about it? How can I not have heard every detail through the walls of my bedroom?
Oh, well, you know, sometimes things are meant to be heard.
You meant me to hear? Did you mean?
I'm the devil. I'm the devil.
Mr. Squiggles, I didn't
Well, this is just another level of reality. I mean, you broke the pact. You brought another imaginary friend to life. You broke the pact. So now me and all my other imaginary friends.
Wait a moment. All those friends making all that noise were imaginary beings.
Well, except for Oscar Wilde. He was real, but he's dead, so he's here.
Well, I'm not here. I mean, I'm not dead. Am I dead? Oh my God, am I dead?
No, you're not dead, but Oscar thinks you're an asshole. He did. He said that to me. And you know, he is a wit.
I don't think there's anything witty about thinking I'm a... Yes, that's...
Look, don't take it so hard. I mean...
I just feel superfluous. I feel like I make no effect. I've been canceled. I've been shunted off to an alternative realm. I've been told to hang out with you and Oscar Wilde, who thinks I'm an asshole, and a bunch of loud people who don't let me sleep.
But you're gonna have to get used to it because we've switched places. Now you're the imaginary one.
What?
Yeah.
I can't be imaginary.
Well, why not? Your schedule's pretty empty.
I can't because I'm real.
What's real?
I am.
What's real?
What?
Is this scotch real?
Of course it is.
Good.
That's single malt. What are you doing? That's the last of my single malt.
I'm Mr. Squiggles, and I'll do whatever the hell I want. You're in my world now. No one. That's the beauty of it. It's gonna be pure anarchy. Every little imaginary thing you were ever afraid to speak, it's coming out now.
All I wanted was the ability to multiply. That's all I wanted.
Look, I grant wishes. I'm not a miracle worker.
Well, you never technically granted my wish. You gave me that stupid times table that I had to talk to, apparently. Where's Mr. Squig? You really are Mr. Oh, my
I
God.
am Mr. Squig.
Talk to you. And you would make it big and you would make it small, but I never learned how to multiply.
Well, here's the thing.
So you didn't keep your part of the bargain, so therefore I'm not imaginary, I'm real.
I want you to take a step back and listen to this.
I'm not going to listen.
Because the world is a
La, la,
metaphor.
la, 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 la. Ha. See that?
You wanted to multiply, and you needed help getting it bigger and smaller.
Oh, you watch it.
No, I'm telling you, it's all about Freud. He's down there too, because he's dead.
I wouldn't think he'd go to either of the places because he was not a believer.
Oh, he's agnostic, but it doesn't matter.
Did you get him anyway?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Squiggles gets what he wants.
What about the other extreme? Did they get anything?
A lot of gospel music, if you're into that.
That sounds hellish.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, you can either fight me and would laugh at you all the time, or you can just go with the flow like Squiggles, your bro.
First of all, that makes me uncomfortable for reasons I can't even get into. Secondly, I really was happy. I was happy. I had a nice little apartment in a little accounting firm, and QuickBooks worked most of the time. And then when I needed to multiply, I had the thing, and I had clients, and I was relatively comfortable. I was putting stuff aside for retirement I'll never even see. What about the money I put aside for retirement? What about I had mutual funds?
Money is meaningless here. It's meaningless. I'm the guy. You gotta come to me if you want a thing, and I can make it happen.
But
I feel like making it happen.
For years, I invested 5%.
We just made the bank's money. Congrats.
That's all I did with my life.
That's right. By the way, this is your personal hell. Do you mind if I smoke in here?
Why not? Go ahead, puff away. With any luck at all, it'll kill you, if that's possible.
We can't die here.
Well, I can't die here. I don't know what you can do.
So you have regrets.
I have huge regrets.
You feel like you missed out. You
I
depended.
missed out horribly. There was someone I cared about, someone I was hoping to make my partner.
Someone you loved.
Yes.
And if you had it to do all over again, you'd do it differently. wouldn't
Yes, I would. I would say yes. Franklin, I love you.
I knew you could do it.
Franklin?
Now wake up and go find him, the real Franklin. But Oscar Wilde still thinks you're a prick.
Thank you, Mr. Squiggles. Franklin! So I was thinking, yeah, that was a little weird, so we'll do another one and it'll kind of get not so weird, huh? Casey Baker.
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Do you want to get something?
You want to get some?
Sure. Can we get a shape?
Octagon.
Octagon.
Yes.
Love that shape.
Shape.
Great shape.
All right.
Stop sign.
Yep. What about that one then?
That's a yield.
How about that one?
That is another stop sign.
Yes. Now, I bet you're wondering why I placed 2 stop signs.
I was kind of curious, yeah.
Yeah.
You've designed this intersection,
Yes.
pretty interestingly, I gotta say.
Yes. Well, Joshua, I call this the no exit zone.
You know, in all my years as a traffic engineer supervisor, I don't think I've ever seen anyone put together an intersection like, what did you just call it?
The no exit
The
zone?
no exit zone. Wow, this is bold.
Yes. Well, I think, not to offend you, I think your designs have been quite boring, and I wanted to spice it up.
I'm not offended, yeah. This is that another stop sign?
Yes. Not even birds can exit Joshua.
Wow. That is... Oh, you gotta do not enter.
Yes. No one enters and no one exits, and this is just a perfect shape in the center of the nowhere, where no one can enter or exit.
Wow. Wow, you even got like red lights. Wait, that one's green.
Yes, well, that one's for me. I figured in the craziness of everything, maybe I need a place to just go where I know no one else will be there ever, so long as they obey the signs.
You put a lot of faith in people's ability to follow and care about traffic safety infrastructure.
Of course.
And I respect that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have technically claimed a small piece of town property for yourself.
Yes. I went through all the loopholes just for some peace and quiet. I mean, wouldn't you? Who would blame me? It's perfect.
I mean, technically, it's my job to blame you. Yeah, technically.
Do you blame me?
No,
Really?
I get it. You know that dead end sign about 3 blocks from here between the whatchamacallit, the abandoned school building and the abandoned factory?
Yes, of course. That's your prized sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a whole nother town there that this town does not know about. I just think of it like my town.
Really?
Right? Like when I just want to get away from this town, I just go there.
I totally understand that. That's what this was supposed to be.
Right? It's like a second family for traffic engineers.
Yes. It's our zones that no one knows about.
Yeah. You gotta show me how you did that stop sign thing. That is impressive.
I had to climb a really tall ladder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still, it's impressive.
Thank you. You know, I can change one of these lights to green if you ever want to stop by.
You mean like entering?
Like, yeah, and exiting. Yeah,
And exiting.
Yeah.
Okay, because that green one that was before, it's red now, and I'm not sure how long does it take till it turns green again.
So, well, like it's a sensor. So if you like walk up, like toward it, yeah, then it might know that you're there, and then see that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It gets kind of lonely when we do this.
Yeah. People in that other town are asking why they don't get packages.
See. Sometimes we do realistic work. Clearly tonight, we're doing this. Casey.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Squiggles! I am here at the crossroads of eternity waiting. There you are.
Sorry, me and the fellas was just having a little bit of a chuckle.
Yeah.
We do that.
I know that's what you do down there. I know. Are you ready for our annual exchange of clients?
Oh, do I really have to trade him
Yes.
to you?
Who? Who are you thinking of?
Well, who are you gonna pawn off on me? Because the last fella you pawned off on me had no imagination whatsoever.
Okay. What do you think of this? You give us Oscar Wilde, and we'll give you Whitney Houston, because we can only take so much gospel music, okay?
If I take Whitney Houston, she's gonna sing that she believes the children are our future.
She does that all the time.
She does. It gets on my nerves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you know, all that's gonna do is make me angry that kids have no imagination today, which is why it's so hard to get people.
And if you get angry about that,
Well, then, let's just say I won't be dancing with nobody.
okay, all right, bad idea. You know who I would love? I would love that accountant.
Oh, no. I just got him on the straight and narrow. He was my one pro bono good deed. I reformed him from a schmuck to a slightly less schmucky, functional person.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I've got a woman up here. He was the first guy she saw getting off the subway, and I think she really likes him. And I'd love to get the two of them together.
All right. I give you the accountant. You keep Whitney.
Fine.
I mean, look, she's a treasure.
No, she's
a treasure. But, you know,
Not 24/7.
No. Oscar and me, like, we're like that. So
Right.
I'm not giving him up. You can take Freud. He is miserable. He is no fun. Everything anybody does, you know, it's like, oh, tell me about your mother. Tell me about your father. It's like, I'll tell you about your mother, Freud. Yeah.
I don't think we can take him. I think he's done as much bad as good in the world.
Oh.
More.
You're gonna make me do it.
Please.
Fine.
Wait. You're just gonna give him to me?
You can take it, but I gotta warn you, if you start using puns, that really ticks him off.
Okay.
You know that.
Yeah, okay.
I want Winston Churchill.
Fine.
You're just giving Winston up.
You don't know what you're getting into. Take him. I hope you like speeches. What?
Every year we do this, and
Yeah.
every year I feel like I get to know you a little bit more and more. And feeling a little bit of a, you know, Mr. Squiggles likes, is what I'm saying.
Oh. That thought has crossed my mind.
Of course.
I mean, I have to admit, for the last week, I have been sort of very anxiously awaiting our meeting here, counting down the days.
I won't lie, this is a clean shirt.
Do you want to leave the intersection here and go get a drink?
Well, I'm sending you that accountant, but maybe I can show you a little bit about multiplying.
I thought you said no puns.
He's your problem now.
Yeah, so, no, your schedule C. Sure, that was the confusion, because, wait, but, you would, what the?
It's you. You're the guy off the subway. I've been thinking about you all week. You're here.
Huh?
Did somebody order the most beautiful bouquet of flowers I have ever seen in my entire life? There you go.
I did. I thought about it all week too.
Lovely. Those are probably deductible.
Thank you.
They plan off your eyes very nicely.
Stop.
Okay.
No. What's your name?
I used to know that. I used to know my name. And then Mr. Squiggle took me down into the bowels of hell, and then I was back in my office, and now I'm in this church.
We'll call you Barry.
I think I'm Barry.
Barry, you look very sad. You look like you've been through a lot.
You don't look so sad.
No, I'm here with you.
Wait, you're with... Are we
We're getting married.
now?
Yes.
What's your name?
Well, my name's Erica.
Erica.
Yeah.
Barry.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
I've been thinking about you a lot. And I just knew. Barry, I just knew. If I thought enough about you, this would happen.
I have to tell you that I just was chasing after my partner in the accounting business, but he wasn't interested, so... Okay.
Okay. Any more baggage we need to throw on the table before we seal this deal?
I used to have a multiplication table that got large and small, and it was operated by the devil, but that doesn't matter now.
Okay. That's okay.
Really?
Yes.
You see what happens when you do a nice thing for people?
Well, can you...
Yeah.
I don't want to make it happen.
I won't.
But it is
I
nice.
promise. Let's go.
I think the piano player's a minister.
I feel warm inside. Oh, you're always warm inside, never mind. We're ready.
All he has to do is play that and then we're married.
Barry, this is the happiest moment of my life.
Okay.
I think it might be the happiest moment of my life.
Oh, Barry!
Come on, Erica, let's go. The married thing.
Did we miss the wedding? Sorry. Me and Caddy just wanted to...
He's all yours.
Tell me about your soul.
What?
And
Oh, dear. Right, I think that's intermission.
That's intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the house like work. They're not.
Yeah. Right, we'll be back in about,
Yes.
Yes.
No house lights, no house lights.
What?
I'm trying to make the house lights work.
What? Oh! That's intermission.
That's intermission. Yeah, we'll be back in like 5 or 10 or whatever it takes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
is one of the largest houses we've seen in a while. You know, we reopened in the fall and when things were going fine, you know what happened, and then we reopened again and it was like, they'll get here. Anytime. Right, so it's nice to see you. I'm really happy about that. And of course, we're gonna ride the thing like everybody else, but hopefully, just so you know, we all test before shows, so that we feel like we're not putting any of you in danger by working unmasked, and that's that. If you've been watching the show and thinking, well, I can do that, you can, and we encourage you to. In fact, we encourage you so much that we offer classes, and we encourage you to take those classes. If you go to mopco.org, you'll find out there's a calendar there of upcoming events, including classes. Don't go to mopco.com. It's a bad place. Okay, mopco.org. Or you can cut to the chase and go straight to our Eventbrite page. You can like us on Facebook. We do Instagram too, right? Instagram, all the good things. And seriously, if you're having a good time tonight, please tell your friends. Mention us on social media, tag us, do all that good stuff, because it really does help. And we want to see people continuing to come in. And if you're not having a good time, I'll take care of you after the show. So, that world that we discovered in those two-person scenes, I think is passed on by. I don't think we can do any more with that. So, we're going to work with a format called an Armando. It's named after a guy named Armando Diaz who invented it, and it involves a deconstructed story. So why don't we all come up so we can hear the word. We're going to solicit a word from one of you, and whoever amongst the five of us is kind of inspired by that word to tell a personal story from their life, they'll do that, and then the rest of the act will kind of bounce off that in an improvised way. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, hey, neither do I. Welcome. It's really good. All right, so what is, should we ask for a kind of word?
Yeah.
What kind?
What about something that someone would yell an exclamation? Like egad or wow or...
Jeez Louise.
Jeez
Oh, jeez Louise.
Now, technically that's two words, but I
It's a hyphen.
but I think we can take. How many are in favor of taking Jeez Louise as the? And that was bigger than a smattering. I'm going to say that was a majority. Sorry if you're against it. All right, good. Anybody now? Is anybody inspired by Jeez Louise?
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise
All right, I knew he would be.
makes me think of parenting and like getting an injury and not being able to swear, which didn't last very long, as you could probably tell from my mouth on the stage. But I tried in the beginning. I really, really, really did. But it's so hard. It's so hard because when you have a kid, there's so many things you say you're never going to do, and you're always going to do. And as time goes on, never and always have exceptions a lot. And what is the terrible, it's funny, but it's terrible. My son, when he was a little guy, you know, he had like the little sneakers that light up, you know, like they were new then too. That's how old I am. You know, which I always thought would be really funny to like have those and like try to do stealth work. You know, like imagine a burglar with those. My son always wanted to go to this one park when we were living in Massachusetts. And it was just not a good day for it. There were a million things going wrong. You know, you juggle a lot. You know, you work, you cook, you gotta clean, and while you're cleaning, they're undoing everything you're doing while you're doing it. And he wanted to go to the park. And finally, I just said, there is no park. I crumpled it up and threw it away, which is ridiculous. It's just, I just said that because it was really absurd. But he believed it. Because it's like you forget. this thing, and he was crying, and he was like, I can't believe you threw out a really good bark. And I had to tell him, look, I didn't mean that. And he said, you lied. I'm like, no, I didn't lie. I'm making, and of course, my joke taught him how to lie. So I've got that on my score sheet too. Jeez Louise.
What is it? Morgan, what is it?
No, so, remember yesterday?
Yeah?
And I told you that you were the only person I was gonna go on the swings with.
Yeah?
I went on the swings with Ashley. I lied to you.
Oh! Well!
I'm sorry.
I can't believe my ears!
Oh, I knew you would say that. I knew that's what you would say.
Because I've never been on the swings with anyone else. Ever. In my entire life. Ever. Morgan?
Noah?
I am also lying. Because you know how I also made the same dedicated promise to you of we'd only go on the swings and
And you lied to me too.
yes, I went on the swings with no one, which is not you, which is technically speaking, also Mark. I also went on the swings with Mark.
Swings with Mark.
Yeah.
How many times?
Are we counting?
Excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear that you called me a no one, and that you act like our time on the swings meant nothing to you.
I didn't mean you. You're not the no one. I meant in addition to going on the swings with no one, I also went on the swings with you.
So you lied to me and you're rubbing it in and you brought him here to tell me and rub it in my face.
Why did you bring me here?
I brought you here to go on the swings. But you also went on the swings with Ashley.
Okay, but I didn't bring Ashley to
Hi, Noah.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Okay, maybe I did bring Ashley.
Guys,
Yeah?
there's no one on the swings right now.
There's only 3.
What? Wait! Ah!
Don't go on those swings.
What?
If you go on those swings,
Yeah, what?
if you go on those swings,
Yeah, what?
What are you trying to imply with your body language?
I don't know. My doctor says I need to express myself through physicality.
And what are you expressing right now? Are you expressing that you want to go on the swings and leave me by myself?
It's like flying. It's like I'm a bird kissing the sky.
I want to express that I also don't want to be left by myself. That's what I'm expressing. That's what this expresses.
Well, Noah, if that's what you think, then this is what I think.
I know what that means, and I don't even need to say it out loud.
What does it mean, Noah?
I feel like I can do anything up here. Anything.
It means that we're letting the swings come between us as friends, and that's something we truly promised each other we'd never do.
I have seen it in the face of God. Everyone who has missed out on the swings on this glorious day will probably be damned and sad
Eventually.
Yeah, we'll do it another time.
Eventually.
When we can go together.
Yeah.
But now, we'll just stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All rise, State Supreme Court, Youth's Part. Section 3 is now in session. Honorable Harold B. Bugglesworth presiding. So I understand there was a problem with the swings.
Well, we fixed it.
Yeah, we resolved it through
Through body language.
and language.
Yeah.
Says here there's a problem. Look.
Oh, because we lied to each other.
Oh, you dissembled.
I mean,
You told falsehoods.
I didn't just admit to that in open court.
But you did, young man.
Yeah, that was a lie just now. And a bad one, because you were here for the part where I admitted to it.
But I lied too. You can't just. No.
Why are you admitting it in open court?
Do it by yourself. We do everything together.
Don't do it in a defense
If you're going
attorney.
down, I'm going down with you.
Order! At your age, you shouldn't be here in a courtroom. You should be out there on the playground. You should be swinging and... Do they still have that weird merry-go-round thing that's so dangerous but so much fun?
They do, but it doesn't move. They cemented it in place.
They make everything safe now.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
The wood chips are carbon neutral.
They have wood
Just
chips.
environmentally friendly wood
We
chips.
had the black top. Do you see any problem here? Other than that?
I guess not.
No, you look okay.
Are you saying we should do more dangerous things?
I did not say that.
Are you not saying that we shouldn't do
I'm
more?
saying that children should be children. For heaven's sakes, what are you litigating for? But then you tell me you're not. When you are, I have a file. If I have a file, you are.
In our defense,
Yes?
We're 7.
Mine? Exactly.
What did you do with the sky?
I crumpled it up and threw it away.
Why did you do that? That wasn't nice.
Because I wanted daytime to come sooner.
But now there's no sky.
I mean, I didn't think it would work.
Oh, there's no sky. See? Are you happy with yourself?
No. No, I'm only 5, and I just had a sense of childlike wonder and also aggravation at not being able to do. And I ripped the sky up. And it happened.
Oh, Harold, this is United Flight 475. We don't seem to have a sky.
United Flight 475 was O'Hare.
We were about to make our final approach to, but we don't seem to, I don't really exactly know where the hell we are.
Matthew.
Yeah,
Can you put the sky back?
I could draw a new one. We have crayons.
I think we need the sky that was there before because everything in it needs to also come back.
We need a lot of tape.
Okay. You crumbled it up?
I ripped it and I
Okay, where did you
crumbled
put it? Did you put it in the garbage?
No,
Do you have it in your pocket?
no. You know, Fluffy has the box where she does. Fluffy does her business in the sound.
That's where you put it?
I did. I hated it. I wanted to put it.
It's okay, sweetie. You know, I think this is my fault.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
And you said you didn't think it would actually work.
No. Why would that work?
Honey, clearly I have not not instilled in you a sense of self-confidence and self-worth. Of course, if you crumpled up the sky, it was going to work.
You knew that.
You can do anything you believe in.
This is KQXM, hour 3 of No Sky. Here's your weather report. There is no weather because there's no sky.
Let's go believe in the litter box.
Gosh, kids. I am so glad to be able to empower you.
Yeah!
Are you ready to be empowered?
Yeah!
All right, here we go. You're empowered.
Yeah!
What do you want to do, Lucy?
I want to kick a ball so far that it goes so far.
Lucy, that's a really wimpy thing. I just empowered you, and all you want to do is kick a stupid ball. Get out of the way. What do you want to do?
I want to tell the person that's been bullying me to stop.
That's a good one.
You'll never do it because you're a loser. Get out of the way. How about you?
I want an entire day's supply of Topper alone.
You can't even pronounce it. Get out, you. Oh, forget it. This is all you got?
Thought you were empowering us.
I did empower you.
I feel like
I empowered you, and then I dissed you. I dissed you.
why?
Because I want you to know what true power is.
I feel empowered to take you down.
Yeah!
Go on. You're not going to take me down because I'm a grown-up.
I'm going to take a whack at it.
Yeah.
All right, kids, don't be hasty. No, don't.
Authority!
Oh, my gosh.
Authority!
There's a good try. There's a good try.
I can't.
I empower you with arthritis.
Oh, wow. Maybe that might have been,
Okay, I empower you with the arthritis, but just a stub toe. Yeah. Hurts, doesn't it?
You could have done anything. You could have killed me.
Well, we don't.
we don't want to.
Oh, we could have killed him.
Okay. How are we going to kill you?
Because you're empowered. What does power mean to you kids? My God, you're Americans. Power means kill something. Power. Power means step into the moment and be uselessly brutal. Power means exert your control over others.
Why would you want to kill something when you could just have more sprinkles?
Why would you want to kill something when you can get smile wrinkles?
I don't know what to make of you. Boy, when I was a kid, we played war. That's how we spent our time.
Why would you want to kill something when you can go dancing?
Yeah. Why would you want to kill something when you could go prancing?
It's very similar to dancing.
Why would you want to kill something if you could go romancing?
Okay. Why would you want to kill something when you could have friends?
Friends?
Yeah.
Friends?
Yeah.
Do you not know what a friend is?
I had a friend once. teddy bears. And I used to pretend he was alive. And I'd hug him and he'd smile and he'd...
What's that?
He was like cuddling his head into my armpit. Really nice. I remember him well. I could tell him anything and I could trust him with anything and I'd do anything for him. Then I became a grown-up. I don't want to be grown-up anymore.
Yes, empower him.
What?
We're empowering you.
Empowering you.
To be a child.
Yay!
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Did you know they installed new swings?
What?
They got 6 of them.
Wow.
Want to go check them out?
You know what? I think
They're dangerous. He's gonna get killed.
Yeah. Black top.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Black
I miss the sky.
Another story?
Okay.
We'll do a quick another story?
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah.
Because that was definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we need another word?
I think if somebody has a story that bounces off of what we just did, we should just do that.
Okay.
What bounces off of what we just did?
So I went to summer camp for a number of years, and they had a playground at the summer camp that did have wood chips, and I loved it, and I don't understand how that's safer than anything else prior to that specifically, because have you ever been a child next to children that have an endless number of things that they can pick up and throw at you? Because I have been that. On both sides of the equation. Actually, I went at that same summer camp. I grew up, and they replaced the wood chips when I was a counselor there with like kind of like a rubberized sort of. I think it was. It wasn't like it wasn't asphalt. It wasn't like a blacktop type thing. It was more like. I don't know what I'd call it. It was. Do you know the thing? Does it make any sense?
It was chewed up tires that process.
That exact thing. And that actually did make more sense to me. I did get that. I missed the wood chips, but I totally got it. Totally understood it. What was interesting, though, was that they also added a zip line. You said, oh, like that was going somewhere bad. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't know if it went somewhere bad. I was only, like, my overlap there was, like, the last couple of years they added a zip line. I don't think I ever got to go on it. It was just for the campers at that point. I was a counselor. They got like a larger rock wall, too. Like they had a rock wall. They got like a larger rock wall. And the fun thing about that was you were supposed to have a harness. Like they had like a little rock wall thing. When you climbed it, you were supposed to like have a harness, and there were counselors that would sometimes climb it without the harness. Like they just could, and no one would stop them. And I was like, how are you not getting in trouble for that? This was when I was younger, and they were much older than me. Yeah. Camp is fun. Camp was fun. Camp is like, in some sense, it's great because it's sort of a break from the school environment. Like you see a whole bunch of different people that go to different schools that you like never see during the school year, and they become your camp friends. And then you don't see them again for like months and months and months. And then you see them again, and they're your camp friends. And then you don't see them again. And there's no yearbooks, so there's actually no way, like you have to depend on your memory of what their names were if you ever want to find them again. And I don't remember many of their names. But I'm sure they're fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all for coming to the town meeting. woefully underfunded for replacing. So I understand that some of you have some contributions, some donations you could make to help us fix up the playground. If anybody wants to just step forward and let us know what you have to contribute to the...
Yeah, I'll go first. I got a lot of broken glass.
Yeah, you own the glass factory.
Yeah, and a lot of it breaks, and we just throw it out back in boxes. I could ship them out here, because otherwise we got to pay to, send them to recycling. A lot of that recycling is bogus, because they don't really recycle. It just goes straight to landfill. I'd much rather have a, sort of a surface.
Surface of what?
For the playground.
You want to put broken glass on the
Well,
playground?
the kids would break it more. Ultimately, it would become sand. It's like a beach. Yeah, take a little while.
Okay, all right, I'll enter it into the record.
Thank you.
Sam,
I'm happy to help.
thank you. Does anybody have anything non-lethal to offer?
I have a selection of small, like just teeth I found. Just like along the, when you're like walking along, you find teeth.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. I have those.
Those are some nice molars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you found these walking along?
Yeah, like when you do, like when you're walking and you just, oh, there's tooth.
And how many are there?
Walking along.
Yeah, you didn't do the air quotes. You
Oh,
did
because
Yeah,
it's
'cause
holding
he's
a box of
holding-
teeth.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And how do you envision these teeth?
Similarly to the glass, I think.
Go on the, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you obviously can't just be glass. You gotta have like some
You gotta have
space in
interesting
between.
stuff.
Yeah.
Kids love teeth.
Okay, it's natural. Okay, it is all natural.
They do, they
I
love
will just put this over here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah. So I still have to do my taxes.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking if I dropped it off like at the playground, it would give them something to do.
Have the kids do the tax?
Yeah. It like keeps their minds occupied and gets them ready for the future.
Okay.
Cheap, too.
Educational.
Yeah, okay, it is educational and not dangerous, right? Yeah.
No, that wouldn't hurt anything.
Okay.
Probably get you deductions you never even thought of.
Yeah, okay, there isn't anything unsavory in the taxes. Is there anything that would like make them accomplices to a federal crime or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, all right, I'll add that to the record.
Oh,
what?
jackhammers.
Yeah!
Four.
Break up the glass and the teeth faster.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, we do have a noise ordinance, I don't know.
Well, wait, I thought, if we're doing more than just like the ground, because
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
we're doing
yeah,
it like anything for the. I had this idea for like a slide,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Right? It's a slide, but it just keeps going.
You mean like to infinity?
Oh, I was thinking like the other side. That's better. That's better. I was thinking like the core of the earth, like the center of it. That I like infinity.
Okay. Do you have one of those?
We could make one with my jackhammers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the real yeah.
Okay, all right, look, people, Mr. Jones, we are supposed to be here donating things that we actually already have, okay? Thank you for the suggestion, but I would like to keep this to things that we already have.
You have somebody here who's
Yes,
trying to.
what would you like?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have something I actually have.
What?
I have this soft rubber coating that is very squishy, and it's and you can put it all over the surface of the playground. People can't get cut on it or scraped or.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Sorry.
It's only a matter of time.
So you say.
Yep. Once you put that harness on, you're ready to go.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
I'm just...
You got the harness. You must be ready to go.
Yeah.
That is a mighty tall wall.
Yep.
It would be so much better if they attached the harness to something.
I think it's a mental thing. You feel strapped in and you feel like if you fell, you would be okay. But thinking about it again, the fear is something that might make you be a little bit more cautious, but I think I'm ready.
I think you are.
I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna stand right
I'm
here.
gonna start, and you'll stand there,
Yeah.
and you can.
If there were a belaying rope, I'd hold on to it for you.
Yes, I'll imagine that in my
But
mind.
I'll try to be grounded
Okay. And I'll be
while I watch you.
I'll be skied.
Careful about that, as I happen to disappear around this place.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, here I go.
Did you fill out the form?
Form?
Yeah. The waiver? The waiver?
No, I didn't fill out any waiver. What is it?
Oh, it's just a little formality.
Okay. Do you want to tell me before I get to
Tell you what, you know what? Your signature is just kind of a couple of big loops with a straight line across it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, but
Okay, I'll take care of that for you.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, it would be silly for me to come all the way down for just.
Well, if you do make it down, you can sign it, but if you don't, I'll sign it for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
The next part's tricky.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh. I can't look
I
back.
don't want to get it out of sponge rubber. That's
Yeah,
up
they
here.
did. Yeah.
I'm the troll of the rock wall. Show me a waiver or pass you shall not.
Just remember, you're empowered.
You know what? I really would show you my waiver, but it's tucked into my shoe because I didn't want to hold it while I was climbing. So I can show you when I come back down.
Good going. Good going.
Then you must answer my 3 riddles.
Okay. Okay. Sure. I'm good at riddles. What you got?
The first riddle is, what should you have signed before you climbed the wall?
The waiver?
Blast!
Good job.
Oh, they get harder.
You got this.
The second riddle, the question you must answer is, what must you sign on the waiver?
My name.
No!
Yeah. You're on a roll.
Thanks.
The third and final riddle,
Yes.
regarding signing your name on the waiver,
Okay.
is the waiver is part of a legal system that was created by the patriarchy to perpetuate the military-industrial complex. Can you name 6 different ways that you as an average citizen can come up with a grassroots movement to make equality for all and stop these manufacturers from pulling strings and, hey, come back here! She didn't sign a waiver!
Mr. Squiggles, you're being a son of a bitch.
Did you get one? Oh, you didn't lose another one, did you, Harry? Oh, we're starving to death. The baby hasn't had any teeth in days. We need a person, Harry.
They pay me by the waiver I get, or the human soul I get for not answering riddles, and I just zip buckets. I don't.
Well, how can they be, what? Maybe you need new questions.
You know, whenever you say, maybe you need new questions, and you say that to a troll, a riddling troll, I mean, that's like saying, maybe you're not pretty enough. Or maybe you're not strong enough. Huh? Is that, I can't riddle well? That's what we do. We eat goats and children and we riddle.
Don't get upset.
Oh, come on. I wish we had some teeth.
Don't. We're out. I'm just trying to help, Harry. I mean, I know that you are in a bit of a slump, and I know that it's affecting you in many different ways. So I just wanted to try and help you out of the slump. I hate to see you like this.
Oh, well, I just don't know.
Neighbors.
Oh, God, it's him again.
Hi, neighbors.
Hi.
I couldn't help it over here. As you know, I happen to be the gnome of the trampoline park.
Yes.
And, you know, we do have some openings. If you're having some trouble with the rock climbing place, I'm just saying there's, whew, well, there's a lot of opportunity at a trampoline park for a riddle meister such as yourselves.
Harry, maybe we should consider it. I mean, I know it's gnomes, but maybe.
I mean, is there a dental plan? I mean,
Yeah.
would there be a lot of teeth?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the baby
yeah,
needs teeth. Well, riddle me this. What am I gonna say about this job?
You accept?
Bingo! Oh, bring out a fresh goat.